Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be learning how to make this lacy jacket for kids. We'll be needing lace. This is called chantilly here in Nigeria. We need bias, we need thread, we need buttons, we need lining for the drafting because we don't want to mark on directly on the lace so it will not stain it. So to get started, we'll mark our measurement on the lining I stated earlier. This lining is just for drafting purpose, just so that we will not put the chalk marks on the lace to stain it. So now I'm measuring. I'm arranging the fabric so it can stay put. So I'm starting from that side to cut off this rough edge. I don't want to use that rough edge, so I'm cutting off the rough edge. I'm marking the shoulder of the clothes. So this is the armhole. The shoulder is 7, and I'm also marking below armhole and curving it from the midpoint. The measurements will be included in the video. So I'm cutting off the lining now, which is going to serve for both front and back. The neckline is 3. Then the neck depth for the back is 1. This is the back. The shoulder slope, I'm going to mark like 3/4, then slant it down with my ruler. So yeah, I've cut both front and back. I'm trying to adjust the cutting so it can rhyme. Yeah, adjust well, so that the front and back can be equal. It's for a small girl, so the front and back can actually be equal. The neck depth for the back was 1 inch, so the neck, I'm going to mark the neck depth for the front right now. For the front, the neck, we are going to use 2 inch for the neck depth, then curve it and cut it out. Now that we're done cutting, we have to open the front. Of course, you know it's like a jacket, a Bolero jacket, and this Bolero jacket. So cut out the neckline for the front, neck depth rather, and open it up in front. So after opening, we're going to place it on lace and cut it out. I'm just showing you. So this is my lace now. It's cream colored lace. I'm going to place the lining on it and cut it off. Adjust the lace so it can be equal to the lining. And cut it. So we're cutting the lace according to what we have cut on the lining now, having used the lining as a pattern to cut out the lace. That's the back. Now I'll be cutting the front. Arrange your lace as usual. Place the lining that we use as pattern. You can use paper, but I just wanted to use this lining so I can keep it for, it's better for me, so I can keep it for other use. That's why I use lining. In usual case, it's supposed to be a pattern paper. Cut. And now we have the front. As usual, we open the front into 2. Now we have both front and back. The next step is to cut the sleeve. I'm going to cut the sleeve directly on the lace, making sure the mark is very faint and not going to show. I'm adjusting my lace. Adjust it so both front and back is well arranged, and it's not going to be an issue. So I'm going to cut the two sleeves at the same time, folding into 4. You know, we're cutting on a fold, so folding into 4 will now give me 2 sleeves. Now I'm marking my curve for the sleeve. It's just like a slanted line. There's no measurement for that. I just use my free hand to just mark the curve. It's a free hand sewing, so I curve out my sleeve. So I'm trying to mark my bodice, so I'll be able to know how long the curve should be. So you mark that the armhole you already curved out on your bodice. You measure it and make sure it's like equal to the sleeve you're trying to draft. So after marking, now I'm cutting off the sleeve. Now the sleeve is out. It's time to sew back. And I'm showing you what I've cut out. I have 3 pieces of this is the back bodice, and this is the front. I'm going to arrange it on the back and show you how it's going to be sewn. So I've placed the front to the back, and I'm going to sew at the shoulder part. So like the way I've used my hand to trace. I'm back from the sewing machine and it's sewn already. So yeah, next step is to attach the sleeve. It's actually a really fast sewing. After the shoulder, I'm attaching the sleeve. So I'm going to attach the sleeve at that place I just traced. And this is what we have after attaching the sleeve. So after attaching the sleeve, now it will be the sides. We're going to sew the sides. So now that I'm just showing you how it looks like after attaching the sleeve. We'll make sure I weave it. So I'm going to put the bias I showed you earlier round before attaching the sides, like I mentioned earlier. We're going to put bias round the front, the down part, and the sides. So this is what we have after attaching the bias. See, the lower part has bias, the neckline downwards, the open part of the front has bias. I also attached a loop for button. So you see how it looks like. It already looks neat, and you know that what is left is just the side. After picking it up, it already looks like a jacket. So I'm just arranging it. I already so now to go and sew the sides. After sewing the sides, I weave it, making it, and here it is. I already attached the button and use the loop to fasten it. Now we're going to iron, so it's going to come out neat and nicely pressed. So this jacket can be used by your kids, over Ankara dresses, casual English dresses. If you don't want her wearing sleeveless, she can even wear camisole and wear the jacket over it. It can be used for all purpose. So the ironing is just to like give it a nice press and a neat finish, which you can see here. It's better than when I placed it on the clothes. So this is done. with half yard of chantilly. You can sew this for a 5-year-old girl